So we sorted out the sound problems for the second time, and we're going to do another show from SOAS, and we've got a very special guest coming up. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Sean Day. I'm from the Reelnews Video Activist Collective.
Okay, can you tell us when was Reelnews founded and what's it all about?
Reelnews was actually founded in 2006. We've been video activists since probably 2001, and the first film we were involved in was like the G8 protest in Genoa in Italy. But Reelnews started in 2006, and it really came out of a trip we took to Latin America, Argentina and Bolivia, where we found a lot of really inspiring things going on, but nothing that was going to be a full-length film. And I think at that point we realised that what would be really good was to do like short films that people could use in trade union meetings, campaign meetings, and that's where the idea came out of, really. I think as well the inspiration of it came from visiting the Brookman factory in Argentina. A group of women factory workers who'd occupied their own factory but had taken it further and put it under workers' control under really difficult conditions. And I think we felt, well, if they could manage to do that, then I'm sure we can start producing a video newsreel on nothing as well.
So how did Reelnews manifest? How do you distribute your films?
We bring out a DVD every 2 months, which is an hour and 3/4 long, but that will be made up of a number of short films. We try and keep around the 20-minute mark. Sometimes it goes over that, but because of that, there's usually about 6 or 7 films on each one, which hopefully links things together a little bit as well.
Sounds a little bit like what Undercurrents was doing back in the 1990s.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And, I mean, obviously Undercurrents is a big influence on, blazed the trail for this in the 90s, and then indie media after that, which I suppose is where we started to get involved, yeah.
So if people want to find out about Reelnews, where would they go?
Well, we've got a website, www.reelnews.co.uk. That's probably the easiest place to start, although it's not that much more than a shop at the moment. We are planning to turn that into a thing where we've got more videos, hopefully with your help, Hamish. But at the moment, I mean, that will at least show you the trailer from the latest DVD, what we're about, how you can get in contact with us, and things like that. So that's your starting point, I suppose.
Tell us a little bit more about working with trade unions, because they can be notoriously difficult to work with, especially with things like film, newfangled things like film. Yeah, what's your experience?
Yeah, well, I suppose because we come from trade union backgrounds originally. Like, my background is as a militant trade union activist, and I was a shop steward in Unison, and now go before it for a number of years before I started doing all this. So we already had a lot of connections and contacts with the labour movement going back years and years. But yeah, no, they weren't quite sure what we were doing at the start. They didn't really understand it, and I think it's only when they saw what we did on strikes, on picket lines, in terms of allowing them to put their own case, which had never happened before. They're used to a bloke in a suit standing in front of them explaining what their strike is about without them getting a word in edgeways. And they also saw us doing things like filming scabs as they were going through the picket line and standing with them rather than with the management. And I think at that point they started realising that this stuff could be quite useful. And now we've got a number of trade union branches subscribe to Reelnews. I mean, grassroots trade union branches on the whole, although there are exceptions to that, like Mark Sawatka's got a subscription, but then he's quite an unusual trade union leader. But we're hoping to, I mean, right from the start the project has been about taking ideas of the anti-capitalist movement into the trade union movement, and also taking ideas of trade union organisation into the anti-capitalist movement, and trying to get that cross-fertilisation, I suppose.
So I believe you do screenings all around the country. Can you tell us a few of those screenings if people wanted to go along?
Yeah, we've got regular nights in Hackney. Every time Reelnews comes out, we do go around the country a bit. And the regular ones are, we have one in Hackney in Dalston. We have one in Swansea, Newcastle, Birmingham, and there are various other places where we do them sporadically, like Hereford, Glasgow. It depends what's happening. And we tend to rely on people ringing us up and going, oh, we want you to come up this time, etc. But if you look again on the website, or also on our Facebook. We often update that a bit quicker. So if you have a look on the Facebook, you'll find details of the screens that are happening this month, or in the coming month. And at the moment, we'll be doing a few. The next screening will be sort of obviously showing the amazing student action that's going on at the moment. But we're also working on a film on the campaign against climate change, the Million Climate Jobs pamphlet. And we're going to be showing a rough cut of that, partly to get feedback about what else it needs in order to sort of become a film that's going to be useful. So we'll be doing that in Newcastle and Edinburgh and Hackney next month, I think.
Fantastic. And check out their website if you want to find out more, and I believe they're going to update it soon, which could be exciting. Okay, let's see what's coming up next on Vision on TV.